So they'll be calling you around with this big breaking news. Don't you always love how they fucking pull this shit on 3-day weekends? Because none of you give a fuck. The whole world, well, our small army does. I've tried to get as much content up before I fucking leave. As my doctors advised me, this corporate welfare mega dairy farmer in Weber County, I'm going to have to abandon my property. I'm 7th generation. They've poisoned it. My doctors advised me, the EPA, the Department of Environmental Quality. I've contacted every HC media. No one gives a fuck. They've turned my house, my 7th generation property, into a toxic hellhole. So I want to get this up before my doctors advised me, you got to get the fuck out of there. He says my grandchildren can't come out. My children can't live there. It's 7th generation. And so Yucca Mountain, Yucca Mountain, Yucca Mountain. This is a big fucking story. As you know, Congress passed overwhelmingly Yucca Mountain. It just shows you the power of Dianne Feinstein, of Lamar Alexander, the TVA, God, kings. It shows you the power they willed. I've talked to Dianne Feinstein. She knows all about Fukushima. She's used the word Fukushima right to my face more than once. I've went to her office lots of times in San Diego. I've actually talked to her, you know, Barbara Boxer. In the early days, I had lots of conversations. Wyden, you know, Mike Lee. I've talked to lots of senators. Donald Trump himself, who's a fucking lying rat. I asked him about Fukushima from here to there. So, they pulled the funding. That's the power that she has. Feinstein and Alexander pulled the plug. The funding's cut. Now, hear me out. This is the plan. Now, I want you to hear me out. Especially, you're going to get this nowhere on earth. I'm the walking, talking encyclopedia. That's why they've gone after me. They're trying to kill me. They're forcing me out. Fucking, I mean, you look at my YouTube site, you know, destroying me. You've all drank the fucking Trump Kool-Aid. He's a globalist. He's a fucking globalist. The PR firms have gone in earnest. They told us they were going to do it with our own taxpayer money. Just like when they murdered my father. My special forces drafted Marine father, put in a trench. And I'll do some videos at the cemetery today. I want to get as much content up before I have to move. I'm going to have to leave. My grandchildren are fucking heartbroken, I'll tell you that. I have beautiful grandchildren. They're like, no, Grandpa, you can't go. They're not allowed on my property anymore, my own grandchildren, because it's my daughters are right about it. It's toxic. They can't, I mean, I'm 7th generation. My grandparents, like this is their old farm right here. Very sad what they've done. Yucca Mountain. So they listen to me in New Mexico, in Idaho, in Nevada, in Illinois, in New York. Now, in New York, in New Jersey, in Illinois, you've bailed them out. Okay, you've bailed them out. If you're bailing out, there's no place for this. This asshole in Utah, this new scale little nuclear reactor. Now, his name's Nate Hardy. He's a terrorist criminal piece of shit. He works for AMPS. I was involved with getting AMPS through. AMPS is for solar and wind, not nuclear. So he's in Wyoming of all places, right here on the other side of that mountain, Wyoming. He does a speech yesterday. He says, oh, you should look at nuclear reactor because these fucking environmentalists, they're just picking off low-lying fruit called coal. They're going to go after fucking natural gas. He's a fucking liar. I am the environmentalist in Utah. I've never gone after natural gas. I go after frackers. We don't need right there where he spoke, the biggest natural gas, the Tona field, is the biggest natural gas field on the face of the earth. Enough natural gas to heat the United States for 300 years. This fucker, it's a loot job. Who does this fuckhead think he is? He's putting words in environmentalist mouths. Now, you know Matt has quit for Hill. It's down to me and Noah. Ashley got co-op. She works for the... she works for the Satan. She works for the Sierra Club now. That's what they do because she's so good. They find her. They find him and they fucking buy him. So, the plan, now listen to me, in New Mexico at w.i.p.p. Inside the bill that was passed by Congress, which the Senate's going to pass this. Here's the compromise. Now listen to me. You're going to get this nowhere on earth. I was the only person that attended all the consent-based hearings. I'm the only person that's been involved on this. New Mexico has consented through your bills. Idaho has consented. They lied on the bill like a passed-out freaking Sanford Coy behind a dumpster. You're going to get this nowhere. As San Onofre, wake up. That's probably where I'm going to have to move. I'm probably going to have to move to PB. You know, I applied for political asylum in Austria. I had it all through, but then Freedom Eisenbauer died. My life's in danger here in a big, big fucking way. That's my word. That's my doctor's words. Remember, these terrorists did this to me. Why? I've been in critical condition for I was given no. I was sent home with hospice to die 6.5 years. These people know this. They're trying to kill me, literally, you know, with their environmental toxic poison. They all know it. The Mormon Church has been completely, Utah has been completely taking these political leaders, and Satan has total control. They're Satan worshipers. So is evangelicals. So is Trump. So is Obama. They're Satan worshipers. They have control. You've seen the debt lake, this ecocide, the Copper River salmon are in epic fucking free fall collapse. So listen to me. This is important. So what they're going to do, they're going to compromise. And the compromise is going to be w.i.p.p. Inside the bill, now remember, Rick Perry owns the hole in Texas. Rick Perry is part of that. The Obama administration filed the fucking antitrust law against Energy Solutions merger with Rick Perry's hole. Because that was Obama's crowning fucking jewel to stick it to us. Remember, he vetoed the 9/11 bill. He could have pocket vetoed the Patriot Act. He didn't. He's a globalist, just like Trump's a fucking heart. And if you don't think Trump's a globalist, you read all these fucking things that have come out in the last few days. They told us they were going to use our own money, the DOE, to fucking for a propaganda machine to go against people like me. Well, people like me, there's only a couple of us out there. I mean, I'm on my fucking own. You're down to me. And they're trying to, I mean, they're going after me in earnest. Remember, and I'm in critical, these are all felonies. But you can do anything you want to fucking me. I'm in critical condition. Our own government, just like they did. They murdered my father in the Nevada test site. You see any fucking medals for him? You see anything? I'll show you the monument at the fucking cemetery. Marched him into a cage at San Onofre and nuked him to death. Like they did so many others. Same old theme. Here we go again. Make a sequel out of me. So, the compromise will be this. Inside the bill, it says, we have 100% free control for the DOE to give permission to have temporary sites, build sites, do whatever we want as far as temporary waste sites, which is w.i.p.p. And I.n.l. in Idaho, which Trump's all in. They formed an international coalition now. Japan, Russia, the United States, Trump administration, to propagate with government taxpayer money to go around the world and promote nuclear energy. As it's killing the Pacific Ocean, the Copper River salmon's in epic, epic collapse. I mean, this is the biggest story in the face of humanity, the Great Pacific Genocide. None of you give a fuck. So the compromise it's already being done. Fucking w.i.p.'s already being expanded. It's already happening. So that's where it's all going to go. It's all going to go to New Mexico and Idaho. I'm here to tell you. And secretly, they'll sneak stuff out here to Utah. So the same guy who's trying to force me out of my house, they're building at Promontory, Utah, right down the street here, right on his property, whatever. And Dirty Herbie, our fucking governor, goes along, whose father died of leukemia. Mike Lee's father died. They're trying to put a nuclear waste dump at Promontory. Oh, there's no nuclear waste at Little Mountain. I find the FOIA document. I meet a guy. He says, what are you doing here from going? Oh, we're cleaning up the fucking nuclear waste at Little Mountain, Utah. What? I thought I've known it. I've tried to tell it, but you're all in. I mean, these people, all their parents, this corporate welfare dairy farmer that's forcing me out, his mother died of leukemia. Mike Lee's father died of fucking leukemia. I always thought Mike Lee would jump ship and get on my team. Nope. They're all in to their own fucking death. They've drank this Kool-Aid so fucking hard. This is a big story. Feinstein has fucking killed Yucca. They pulled the funding again. Congress overwhelmingly passed. It won't even go to the Senate vote now. They pulled the funding. Done. Over. For this year, for 2019 budget, it ain't happening. So what's going to happen? There'll be a compromise made. Now, this compromise will be made in September through the IAEA in Vienna, through here. Trump's all in. The compromise will be the provision inside the bill which gives 100% to the Department of Energy to put nuclear waste wherever the fuck they want at w.i.p.p. That's where it's going. Now, w.i.p.p. blew up again for the second time. I'm the guy that reported. Water says their container right over here. Peterson Fabricators. I grew up with them all. That's where it blew up. It blew up again. They're lying. Idaho blew up. Their containers fucking blew up. I have video with the smoke coming up in the fucking background at I.n.l. You don't give a fuck. Because why? YouTube blocks all my videos. If YouTube wanted this video to have 10 million views, it'd have 10 million. If they wanted to have 100, it'll have 100. They have to, I mean, the NSA has control. You're all gone along. This is all I have. So, you know, I had my chest split open a year ago, open heart surgery. I had emergency gallbladder surgery. I've been fighting for my life. You go ask Vincent Hansen. You go right up there and ask him. Subpoena him into fucking court. Got no attorney. I've been told right to my face, Kevin, you're blackballed. Now remember, I'm the guy who saved the 1905 Masonic Temple. The historic fucking temple, the Leslie Hodson First Master. I'm the guy that saved it. Mentally, I hung from a rope and hand chiseled it. And fucking, with my secret sauce, my plaster skills were epic. And put it all back together. And that, yeah, I've been blackballed. I thought you had to have money to be a Masonic. These Mormon Masonics are out of fucking, they got control of the courts. They got control of the coward media. Ha! Fuck, they've all gone along. They've all drank the Kool-Aid. Now remember, I'm in critical condition. The marquee fucking pivot fucking guy on the anti-nuclear fucking fight. The fucking Pacific Ocean collapse. Without me, you got nothing. Dead tide pools, it's just me. California, the whole thing. I mean, it's just me. Thank you for everybody who supported this historic work, but they know. We've got to take him out. They've told me. I mean, I've got emails now from the Army Corps of Engineers that prove that my emails were classified, my phone call, everything. They've gone after me from fucking A to Z. Now remember, I'm the son of a Special Forces fucking Marine, nuked to death in the Nevada test site. My uncle who raised me stood on my bitch on D-Day. I've been in critical condition. I will quote Vincent Hansen. Kevin, both my father and my brother both died of thyroid cancer. I grew up in Central Utah. I believe in you. This cancer in your body is horrible. You go in there and you fight. You defy these odds. If anybody can do it, it's you. I went in the bone marrow transplant on 3/11. What a story. Well, my time and place. This historic fight of mine. Bimbo Peterson says you're the greatest miracle in my 40-year oncologist, which most oncologists around the country consider him to be the greatest oncologist in the country. He's in Boise now. I did it without a bone marrow transplant. They say I'm the only person on earth that's, well, Brian Morris did it without one. They sent him to die and he didn't die, but it's back in him now. 9 years later, he's sick again. Where do you think I got it? The Department of Energy. Through my father. Fukushima piled on me. Nuclear waste all over. It's everywhere. And yet they're propagating. Their fucking PR machines are in ours. Fuck, there's an article out today on Canada, which we call Canada the Great. The entire PR machine that went after me is all based in Canada. Who hammered the hardest? It got hammered the hardest was Canada, Oregon and Washington. And their PR, you know, oh, we love nuclear energy. No fucking answer for the waste. Killing the Pacific Ocean. Wouldn't you think this Copper River, I mean, Pelicans and dead tide pools, all post-Fukushima, no one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. What a story. Heartbreaking. What a fucked up country. I got nobody. I mean, I have no one. Zero. It's like fighting leukemia. You know, Steve Jobs wrote that letter. I can't pay somebody to fight it for me. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have to abandon my property. It's toxic. I've went to the EPA, I've went to the DQE, I've went to the DNR, I've went to the health department, I've went to the media. I've used every fucking source I got. Everybody's all in. They drank the Kool-Aid to their own fucking death. And these are people that all have loved ones dying of cancer, young. Don't give a fuck. Fuck, what a hypnotist. Do you believe they did it? The Great American Ecocide is in earnest and no one gives a fuck. Stay tuned.